Hi guys. What? I'm in front of a camera. What? And we're talking. What? I know I'm usually doing a car vlog type thing, but I thought I'd give you an update on my life. I have a dog. It's so crazy to be in front of the camera talking. Okay. Yeah. I'm sure you can tell by the title what this is gonna be. Yada yada yada. We're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna tell you about the time that I lost a dog and ended up with this dog. My mom was working one day, like she works every day. This story's not going well. She works at a school. They were about to have some kind of meeting, you know, those boring meetings about stomp out bullying and don't do drugs, you know, those kind of meetings. So the teachers naturally go inside the gymnasium first and make sure that the kids are set up correctly. So mom went inside of the gymnasium and she saw this German Shepherd puppy just sitting in the middle of the she saw this German Shepherd puppy just sitting in the middle of the gym. Why she saw this German Shepherd puppy sitting in the middle of the gymnasium floor. But then the dog just walked up to her, so she decided to go ahead and bring it home on her lunch. And she was like, here's a puppy. I was like, oh, I love dogs. If you don't know, I'm an animal lover. Love them. One time I cried because my dad was about to kill a catfish. So you know I have problems. My mom brought the dog home and she was like, look, found this dog at the school. It has a collar, but it does not have a tag, so we don't know what his name is and we don't know where he's from. So let's make a deal. We're gonna keep the dog at least 2 weeks. And we're going to put out flyers, take a picture of him, post it all over town, and if nobody picks him up in 2 weeks, then you can have him. And we have to make sure it's the right person, of course, and we don't want to give it to somebody that lies and says it's their German Shepherd and just take their word for it. We want to make sure that it's actually their dog. Nobody ever said anything, he's your dog. And I was like, oh my god, yes, a German Shepherd, oh my god, yes. I was doing research online, AmericanKennelClub.com, German Shepherd, and he was telling me all the traits of a German Shepherd. I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be a great dog. This dog is beautiful. Okay, so here's the thing. I haven't had a dog in like years, so we didn't have a collar, didn't have a leash, any of that stuff. The only thing that we had was what was on the dog, the collar. I would actually go walking around our house even before we had the dog, and so I decided, you know what, I'm just going to go outside and walk the dog per se without a leash, and we'll see if he, you know, stays with me or if he runs off, because then again, he isn't my dog. Anyways, so then I took him walking and people kept coming up to me and asking me, is that your dog? That's a beautiful dog. What kind of dog is it? Is it a German Shepherd? Da 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 da. And then he followed me and whatnot, and he grew really attached. But unfortunately, life happened, and in life you have to work until you basically die. It's basically like you go to school and then you work till you die, basically. What I decided to do was, I decided to leave him in the backyard. Now our backyard, actually, the fence doesn't go all the way to the grass. So with that being said, he could just crawl up under the fence. My mom said, this is what you should do. You should open the garage door, because I know it's hot out there, so I was like, if he ever gets hot, he can just go in the garage. I don't know if this is making any sense. I'm hoping it is. There was a way for him to get out. However, he's not my dog, and mom was like, maybe he'll smell something or something will happen and he'll remember where he came from. Since the fence and the ground did not connect, that's enough for him to climb under. So if he wants to climb under and leave, you gotta let him go, Sasha. He's not your dog. And I said, okay, fine. I understand. I'll be heartbroken if he leaves, but I gotta go to work. I gotta do this. So then I leave for work and I come back and he's still there. He's not in the garage or in the backyard, but he is in the front yard just lollygagging around. And I was like, you know what, that's pretty cool. I was like, he still stayed here, and unfortunately he doesn't know where he's from or who his owners are, but he's still here. So I did this consecutively, and I did this for about 3 or 4 days straight, and he still would be there whenever I got back. This is the part of the story where it just kind of goes downhill from here. I knew something was up whenever I let him out that morning, because the morning that he was stolen from me, I let him out and we were sitting around in the front yard, and somebody pulled up and they were like, hey, is that a German Shepherd? And me being stupid was like, why yes it is. You know where I could find a German Shepherd puppy? Well, no, I do not. Well, I wasn't that enthusiastic about it. I was really like, no. And he was like, okay. And then he drives off. Very sketchy looking people. I don't mean to be judgmental, but they were very sketchy. So then they leave and I have to go to work again that day, of course. I always came back on my break because I was like, okay, I've been gone way too long. I need to go home. I need to go check on him, or I need to make sure he's still there. I need to make sure he's okay. So then I come home during break and he's not out in the front yard. I was like, okay, maybe he just stayed out in the garage and in the backyard. And so then I walk outside to the garage and I'm like, Well, now mind you, I don't know his name. So, and I don't want to give him another name and call him something else and completely confuse him. So for a while I was like, hey, you, would you like to go to the bathroom? Hey, you, would you like a treat? Hey, you, do you want to play? You know, so I didn't know what to call him. I didn't want his name to be Chuckles. That's a terrible name for a dog, Seisha. Whatever. I wouldn't want his name to be Chuckles, and then I'm over here calling him Bing Bing. Because Chuckles and Bing Bing are totally, granted, I know they're terrible dog names, but stay with the story. Stay with the story. I wouldn't want to call him Chuckles and his real name be Bing Bing and just throw him off, you know. Dogs are really good with knowing when you're talking to them and, you know, making eye contact and stuff like that, whatever. I don't even know why I went further into that. So basically it was awkward anyways because I didn't know his name. But I would like click my tongue because, you know, that's how you get most dogs to come to you. And he wasn't in the garage and I was like, so maybe he's in the backyard. So then I went to the backyard, wasn't there. I was like, oh my God, he's gone. Where is he? Did he leave? Did he leave me? I've grown so attached of this dog the past 3 or 4 days. Yeah, he was just gone. My coworkers decided to call him Max. So, and he looks like a Max. He was so cute. He had to be months old, maybe even weeks. He was, you know, a fresh puppy, which sounds terrible, a fresh puppy. He was a young puppy, a fresh puppy. That sounds like I'm about to eat him and slap some butter on him or something. And a part of me thinks that he was stolen because of not just those sketchy people that arrived that morning, but I've actually had that happen countless times where people would be like, do you know where I can find any German Shepherd puppies? Is that a German Shepherd puppy? Can I have him? Is it for sale? And I'm like, no, 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 no. Plus, every day when I would go to work and I would come back, he would still be there. So I'm just like, okay, it's become routine. Why would he just on this very day decide to run off? So people probably hate me because in the title I put my dog was stolen and they're gonna actually think that he was stolen, and I don't know for sure if he was stolen. Whatever. I was picturing us walking down the street with me holding a leash and him walking beside me being massive. I've always wanted a big dog because I'm a big person myself. Because I already look huge with a little Shih Tzu or a little Yorkshire Terrier walking beside me. And then plus my mom said if I get a dog that's smaller than me, I'm gonna scare it and I'm gonna give it a heart attack. So how did I get this dog? Freya, let the people see you. Okay, she's over me. I would show you what she looks like, but she's over me. So this dog is actually my brother's dog. My brother has 2 dogs, including this one. One is named Darth Vader and the other one's named Leia, Princess Leia. He's obsessed with Star Wars, what can I say? This one is Princess Leia. Sorry, somebody was on a hoverboard outside of my door. And he travels overseas. So whenever you travel overseas, I'm sure you guys know they have these certain sections where you take the animals, and then the animals also have to abide by certain rules. There's certain policies. You can't just throw your animal to the airline kennel section, whatever that's called. And you can't just be like, here's my pup, here's my money, take care of my pup. It doesn't work like that. Your dog, there's like certain policies of being quiet, and your dog was disruptive, so you have to pay this extra charge. And Leia is a free spirit. She doesn't really like people, so she'll run away from you if she doesn't know you. So I'm sure that was a problem too, because they were trying to get her in her kennel and she was like running from them. I don't know how they do that stuff. I don't know how they do that, but she was basically becoming a handful. So my brother was like, yeah, can you guys watch her this summer, because my wife and I want to go on vacations and we just can't keep paying strangers to come watch our dog. And we were like, sure. And I love her. She's definitely a mutt, but we believe she's Jack Russell and German Shepherd, which is quite ironic and cool because you know I'm a German Shepherd that was stolen from me, and then I also have a Jack Russell, so it's 2 in 1. And so yeah, now I have Princess Leia. So if you're ever wondering who that dog is in my video, it's Leia. So I thought I'd give you guys an update and a little story about my life, because I know I haven't talked to you guys in forever and a day. I wonder what Max is now. Hope you're okay, Max. Hope you're with a loving family. I hope you're running around chasing all the possible rabbits, or I hope you're at some kind of canine police unit sniffing out druggies and substances. If German Shepherds even like doing that. I hope you're happy. Basically what I'm saying. And for the people that took my dog, I hope you're happy. And if I find out you took my dog, even though it wasn't my dog, and even if you took the dog back that was originally your dog, it's not okay. But bye.